Unveiling Anandamayi Ma's path to inner peace. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, facing the tumultuous waves crashing against the shore. You feel small and insignificant amidst the chaos, overwhelmed by the enormity of life's challenges. Have you ever felt like you're drowning in your own emotions, struggling to find a calm, peaceful place within yourself? Well, let me tell you this. There was once a woman who faced these very same struggles but found solace in a path that led her to inner peace. Her name was Anandamayi Ma, a spiritual leader whose teachings have touched countless lives around the world. Hear how she unraveled her journey towards inner peace. A journey through chaos. In the early years of her life, Anandamayi Ma faced immense turmoil. Born into a family of farmers in Bengal, India, she experienced the harsh realities of rural life. Poverty, illness, and societal pressures often left her feeling lost and alone. Yet, amidst this chaos, she discovered a profound connection with the divine. Let me share a personal anecdote here. One day, while tending to her family's crops, a sudden downpour drenched her. Instead of cursing the weather, she felt a strange sense of peace wash over her. This moment marked the beginning of her spiritual awakening. The path to finding inner peace. Anandamayi Ma's path to inner peace wasn't easy. It involved breaking free from the constraints of tradition and society. She rejected the rigid norms of her time and embarked on a quest to understand the true essence of spirituality. You might be wondering, what exactly did she do? She immersed herself in nature, living a simple life, and sought guidance from her heart rather than external authorities. Her devotion to the divine was so intense that even her body seemed to align with the rhythms of nature. Embracing nature and simple living. One of the most striking aspects of Anandamayi Ma's life was her deep connection with nature. She spent hours wandering through forests, meditating under the moonlit sky and communing with the elements. Her practice of walking barefoot, even during the coldest winter nights, became a symbol of her dedication to spiritual growth. Imagine stepping out of your comfort zone, embracing discomfort, and finding joy in it. This is precisely what Anandamayi Ma taught us. She also embraced simplicity in every aspect of her life. Her humble abode, adorned with flowers and plants, reflected her commitment to a minimalist lifestyle. By stripping away material possessions, she focused solely on the essence of existence. Here's a lesson from her life. Sometimes less is more. When we simplify our lives, we create space for deeper connections and meaningful experiences. Connecting with the divine. For Anandamayi Ma, connecting with the divine wasn't about adhering to rituals or following dogmas. It was about experiencing the presence of the divine within oneself. She believed that the divine dwelled within each individual, waiting to be discovered. Her teachings emphasized the importance of listening to one's heart and trusting the inner voice. Here's something you should know. Our hearts are often the most reliable compasses guiding us towards truth and purpose. Her methods were unconventional yet profoundly effective. She would gather people in open fields, allowing them to interact freely and share their thoughts. These gatherings, known as satsangs, fostered a sense of community and encouraged personal introspection. By removing barriers of social hierarchy and fostering an environment of equality, she created a space where everyone could connect with the divine in their own way. Embracing vulnerability. Perhaps the most inspiring aspect of Anandamayi Ma's teachings is her willingness to embrace vulnerability. She didn't shy away from her fears or doubts. Instead, she used them as opportunities for growth and transformation. Imagine a world where everyone was comfortable being vulnerable and sharing their deepest fears and desires. That's the kind of world Anandamayi Ma envisioned. One of her most famous quotes encapsulates this philosophy. The greatest sorrow is not knowing God. The greatest joy is knowing Him. She believed that true happiness came from realizing our inherent divinity. This realization isn't achieved through external validation or achievements, but through a profound understanding of ourselves. Embrace your vulnerabilities, because they are the keys to unlocking your true potential. The power of meditation. Meditation played a pivotal role in Anandamayi Ma's journey. She practiced various forms of meditation, including bhakti, devotional, and japa, repetition of mantras. Her focus was on achieving a state of pure consciousness where all distractions ceased. Imagine a serene lake reflecting the sky above. That's the kind of clarity and tranquility she sought in her meditations. Her meditation techniques were accessible to everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs. She believed that anyone could achieve a state of higher consciousness if they were willing to quiet the mind and listen to their inner voice. Here's a personal reflection. When we take time to meditate, we tap into a part of ourselves that feels at peace. It's a practice worth incorporating into our daily lives. Sharing her wisdom. Anandamayi Ma was not just a spiritual teacher, but also a compassionate guide. She traveled extensively across India and beyond, sharing her wisdom with countless seekers. Her charisma and genuine desire to help others inspired generations. One of her most impactful teachings was the concept of swarupa, or self-realization. She believed that by recognizing our true nature, we could transcend the limitations imposed by societal norms and ego. She often said, "The goal of life is to realize one's own divinity." Her teachings encouraged individuals to break free from the chains of materialism and societal expectations. By doing so, they could unlock a realm of boundless love, compassion, and joy. Here's a direct lesson from her life. True fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with our innermost desires. Encouraging action. But Anandamayi Ma didn't just preach, she lived her teachings. She demonstrated through her actions how one could transform their life and the lives of others. She organized food banks, provided shelter to the homeless, and supported those in need. Her example is a testament to the power of compassion and service. Imagine if each one of us made a commitment to serve our communities, no matter how small. That's the kind of impact we can make together. Her legacy lives on through her followers, who continue to spread her message far and wide. But the true measure of her success lies in the countless individuals who have found peace and meaning in their own lives, thanks to her teachings. Remember, Anandamayi Ma's journey is a reminder that inner peace is not something we achieve, but something we cultivate through our actions and choices. As we conclude this exploration of Anandamayi Ma's path to inner peace, I want you to reflect on your own journey. Are you living in harmony with your heart and soul? Are you embracing vulnerability and embracing simplicity? These are questions worth asking ourselves regularly. Anandamayi Ma's life teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment come from aligning our lives with our deepest desires and values. Let's strive to embody the spirit of Anandamayi Ma, willing to face our fears, embrace simplicity, and seek connection with the divine. Remember, the journey towards inner peace begins with the courage to step outside our comfort zones and listen to the whispers of our hearts. Here's to a life filled with love, compassion, and profound peace.